I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with the 3-minute cattle market update for Wednesday, May the 18th, brought to you in part by the American Simmental Association. Check out today's Simmental and see what Sim Genetics can do for you. Go to simmental.org. Well, this week it just appears that for the next several weeks we're just going to try to hold things together the best way we can. We get to the middle of the summer, we know we got a lot of supply pressure coming on. We're going to have heavier supplies of everything from market-ready cattle to calves showing up this fall, and we know that things are going to start tapering real fast when we get there, but we're really surprised of the good demand and the higher market that we've seen late this spring and early this summer, and we're just going to try to stave off that pressure as long as we can. And you look at your live cattle futures on the June contract for Monday was down 40 cents. Tuesday was back up 30, so it's really not doing anything. On Monday, your out fronts were all up a little bit, so that was a little bit of a positive note there. But ending the day on Tuesday at 123.32, and it seems that the board is in no hurry to close that nearly $10 gap for the basis it has being negative to what the cash market is. And we'd like to see that happen. That's what everybody would like to see happen, is to your board to let the cash market decide what's going on and not vice versa. But feeder cattle on the August contract, now there's not enough going on in the May, so we need to go to the August to see what the market's doing. Monday was up $1.60. Tuesday was up $1.05 to end the day on Tuesday at 148.77. So we're getting pretty close in there tight what your indexes are, both CME index and real-time index compared to what the board is, so that's pretty close. Your corn is over $4 a bushel now, and it didn't scare the feeder cattle market. That's really bullish for the feeder cattle, especially on the board there, because your corn is over $4 a bushel for the new crop December, and normally whenever you get over a threshold like that, it's real bearish, but it hadn't been so far. Weighted average on your feedlot trade last week, huge trade of 139,500 head of negotiated sales, and that's the biggest negotiated volume we've had since October of 2013. But your live steers on a weighted average are 132.56, was just up $5.97 compared to the week before. You don't see that very often. A dress steer 208.39, which was up $9.73 from the previous week. But how long we hold this together, it's just contingent on how these feedlots trade. The ones that do the negotiated trade, not the packer-owned cattle or some of these big corporate feedlots that are tied in with the packers real tight, but the few guys, including your farmer feeders, the few guys that are independent and still negotiated trade, they're the ones that's going to have to hold this thing together. They need to resist the temptation of selling cattle several weeks out, resist the temptation of writing contracts for down the road, just a few bucks back in the market, knowing that the market's going to drop, because the longer they do that and the more short bought these packers are, the better we are at trying to hold this thing together. Your box beef is going up again this week, gained over $10 from one end of the week to the other last week, but still going up. A lot of orders for out front meat sales now, but whenever those stocks get full, your wholesalers there, then that's going to start backing up. But the packers will probably still hold those box beef levels up there if anybody wants to buy anything, because they've had a lot of good clearance here. You look at your cash feeder cattle market, Oklahoma City at 8,200 head on Monday. Feeders $1 to $3 higher, calves mostly steady. In Joplin on Monday, that 4,700 head, feeders steady to $2 higher. Calves very uneven, but those Pee-wee lightweight calves were quite a bit lower. Look at an individual quote on Cattle Market Central there. In Huron, South Dakota at the Continental Marketing Center there, they had a load of steers at Tuesday at 12:45 in the afternoon. Weighed at 856 at 154.50. That would be dollars and dollars higher than where they've been trading. That's 3 minutes. We'll talk to you on Friday.